John Nesbitt here. Thought I'd do a quick little live stream. I was preparing for a webinar I'm going to do this Friday and making some notes. I said, you know what? That'd make a really great live stream. So we're talking about marketing funnels. And this is kind of a buzzword that's been around. Oh, build a marketing funnel. You're only one marketing funnel away from being a billionaire, right? These kinds of things. And it's as if marketing funnels were just invented or something, which they weren't. Marketing funnels are pretty ancient. I can think going, anytime there's been any marketing, there's been a marketing funnel, whether you called it that or not. That's what's going on. So basically, let me define a few terms. You'll understand what I mean. So funnel is basically like a marketing funnel. The definition of that would sort of be is that procedure by which you move people who don't know you into the realm of being prospects and into the realm of being customers, right? You're basically reaching out and getting people and moving them closer to you, either physically or kind of mentally or whatever as prospects, to the point that they actually become a customer of yours. And actually, in my opinion, it goes actually all the way through that, through them completing service with you and coming out the other end and being a referral service, what we call like an evangelist for you, like somebody who actually goes and tells the world how awesome you are because they've had such a great result. Okay. So I'm giving you an idea. I've got some notes here. That's why I look over the screen here. I'm not looking away from you. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just making sure that I spend your time well here by going through some notes I made just before I started here. All right, good. So the way the funnel works is it's wider at the top, meaning there's more people at the top than there are at the bottom. If you think of it this way, it starts with this: all the people who possibly need your services in your area, right? All the people who could possibly need your services, right? Okay, so actually, might start with all the people in your area would be the biggest possible part, right? And then of those people, there's a fewer people who actually need your services, right? And so you run marketing to the people who've never heard of you. They don't know you. They just need your services, right? And so you get them to know who you are. And that's a smaller group, right? Who actually, they're in your area, they need your services. And now these guys, you brought them down the funnel to a point where they know who you are. They've heard of you, through some public relations or through some marketing or through some sort of thing. They kind of know who you are, right? And maybe they saw an ad. Now, when down below the level of that is you get people who actually see an ad or respond to, say they respond to an ad. So actually they clicked on your ad. Awesome. And then there's a smaller group of those people who clicked on your ad and then responded. They actually scheduled an appointment with you. Cool. Now we're getting kind of into a narrow part of the funnel, right? Now the guys who responded to, the guys who actually appointed, okay, a little smaller number, and then a smaller percentage of those guys actually showed up, and a smaller percentage of those guys actually signed up, and a smaller percentage of these guys actually completed care, right? And then went on to refer to you, which would be the final thing you could hope for somebody out there, right? Now, this little thing here, you went from this to this, right? And so you went from this big giant upside down pyramid. They could have been called pyramids, right? But they're called funnels. So obviously, the way that you control this, if you want this to be, say you want 100 new patients a month, okay? You want 100. You want that to be 100. Well, how big does this need to be? Pretty big, right? And it's not that hard to do it. You have to think in the right terms. So, okay, so if you're going to have, you want 100 down here as your monthly brand new patients coming in for that ideal case. Well, let's talk big numbers here, right? Well, then you're going to need this many, and then your outreach needs to be big enough to get, like, instead of getting that many to know who you are, it gets that many to know, right? The place that you can actually adjust your funnel is at the very top by how much you just cram in there. Just cram more people, just reach more people, just reach more people. And believe me, there are billion-dollar businesses that are built just in the idea of just reach more people more often. That's their entire marketing plan. Their entire marketing funnel is reach more people more often. Would you like to know one of the names of one of the companies? Good. Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola Stadium. They have no marketing fund. They just know if they get their name out there enough and remind you they exist, they'll sell more Coca-Cola. They don't have to do too much more to control your kind of like the flow of Coke, as it were, right? All right. So for you, you want to cram a lot of guys in the top, which means you do a lot of marketing. Notice how big practices have a lot of marketing. They have a really wide top of their funnel. They're reaching tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of people all the time, right? And reach them again and over and over and over and over, moving them all down chunk by chunk through this funnel. They know us, they responded to us, they've seen our ads, and then they're in our group, and right? To the point where they actually have this, and they have for each part of your funnel now. The second place that you can adjust these funnels is not just by cramming stuff into the top. That's the first way to make more with a funnel. The second one is to make each section of it more efficient, do more. So reach more people, yes, but also say if you could triple the number of people who actually click on your ad. Well, it's great. And what if you could then double the number of people who actually respond? And what if you could get, instead of getting 50% of the people to show up, you get 92% of people to show up, right? Each part of that funnel gets a little wider, so the piece below it gets more traffic, right? And so what you do once you've got your funnel kind of established, and it's very easy to establish it, you want to cram a lot in the top. And while you're cramming a lot in the top, you want to be making each section of your funnel more and more efficient. That way, inevitably, more and more people are getting through, more and more people coming through and becoming, customers and clients and patients and whatnot, right? And they're buying from you, and they're super happy, and you're getting them all the way down to the bottom, and you're super happy, right? And when you've got a working funnel, that's where you learn how to, like, as a business owner, that's where you can sleep at night, knowing where your next patients are coming from. Because you say, well, as long as you keep cramming them in the top of the funnel, they'll keep showing up down to the bottom because they get kind of pulled through by your marketing, and then so this month's promotion is next month's new patients. Easy. It works out that way. So you go, if promotion's up, new patients will be up. If promotion was down, new patients will be down. And that's all that you have to worry about, right? So then the rest is just tweaking it and keeping it the same. And when something breaks, fixing it. Because sometimes things break, click on it, doesn't go anywhere. Something like that, right? Technical issues occasionally come up, right? So anyway, that's all I gotta do. Those two things. So have a marketing funnel, which is just a vague marketing plan of how to bring people closer to you in stages. And then one, cram as much through the top as you possibly can. And two, optimize every stage of the funnel so you get more and more flow through, right? You can also, by the way, if you end up with, sometimes say, well, I don't want to get more and more, I'll get the wrong quality people in there. That's fine. Some stages of your funnel actually filter. Some stages of your funnel, actually, the job of it is to prevent the wrong person from getting through, right? Prevent the wrong person from signing up or for coming in. And we often do that on a landing page, for example. All the people hit your landing page, but then the wording you use on the landing page kind of repels the wrong respondents and encourages the correct respondents. So each part of your funnel can be optimized by quality, not just quantity. So anyway, that's a whole different kettle of fish, whole different live stream, I suppose. And maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But anyway, so you get the idea. That's how that works. So that's what a funnel is. I'm telling you, that's what works. Funnels work. Funnels work. Funnels work. Because your alternative to a funnel is wow, right? It means just marketing in every direction you possibly can and hoping for the best. And today I bought that billboard, and then I did that radio spot, and then I bought that. The other guy called up. I bought that printer. You have no big plan, right? I'll tell you, that is better than doing nothing by a long way. And I've seen actually many companies, actually, like I say, billion-dollar companies, they just buy the dumbest marketing because all they have to do is just get known. But they have a lot of money. They kind of finance that. They kind of work on that. It's hard to do that when you're smaller, when you're dealing in just thousands of dollars and hundreds of dollars. It's hard to do that. When you're dealing with tens of millions of dollars, it actually works out easier. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. Okay, good. So anyway, I hope you understand now more about what a marketing funnel is, and that you probably have one, whether you even know it or not, but you definitely need one, and how to control it so that you can go forth and help more people. All right. Uh, yeah. Thanks. See you in the next video.